Short story time with Nathan. Every story has a secret. The perfect crime that wasn't. In the heart of Chicago, where the streets whispered secrets to those who knew how to listen, Daniel Grayson had built an empire from shadows. A brilliant man, meticulous to the point of obsession, Daniel wasn't just another crime lord. He was an artist of deception. A mastermind who ensured every scheme was flawless, every heist untraceable, and every loose end tied before it even frayed. And yet, as he stood on the balcony of his penthouse, whiskey glass in hand, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. A small miscalculation? A detail overlooked? He had no enemies left to challenge him. Every rival had been bought, buried, or broken. But paranoia was his oldest companion, the one thing that had kept him alive this long. Tonight was supposed to be his final masterpiece, the greatest bank heist in modern history, a score so perfect, so untouchable, that it would redefine crime itself. But perfection had a price, and tonight, Daniel would learn just how steep it could be. The setup. It wasn't just any bank, the ever-trust Federal Reserve, an impenetrable fortress of wealth, secured by cutting-edge biometric locks, AI-driven surveillance, and a security force trained like military operatives. The kind of place that had never been robbed, not even attempted. But Daniel had spent 4 years preparing. He had placed a mole inside the security team, bribed the system's engineers, and even staged a fire drill 6 months prior to study response times. His team was handpicked. Milo, the tech genius, a recluse with fingers that moved faster than thought. Jasper, the infiltrator, a former cat burglar who could slip through spaces that barely existed. Raina, the getaway driver, a woman whose hands could turn any vehicle into a missile. Mac, the muscle, a former brawler with the brains of a street hustler and the fists of a war god. Everything had been rehearsed. No variables, no uncertainties. And yet, as Daniel fastened his cufflinks, an unease crawled up his spine. He ignored it. The heist. The plan went into motion at 2:14 a.m. Milo killed the cameras. Jasper slipped in through the ventilation ducts, moving like a shadow. Raina waited outside in the modified getaway car, the engine purring like a beast on a leash. Mac took out the guards silently, pressure points, quick chokes, no blood. Every second was accounted for. The vault titanium reinforced, biometric sealed, should have been the hardest part. But with the codes Daniel had acquired from the mole, the doors whispered open like they wanted to be robbed. Inside lay 900 million in untraceable bearer bonds. As Jasper filled the duffel bags, Daniel checked his watch. 4 minutes ahead of schedule. Perfect. Then he saw it. A small red light blinking on the far wall. Not an alarm, not a camera, a recording device. Someone else had been watching. The double cross. Daniel didn't hesitate. He shot the device. Milo's voice crackled in his earpiece.
What was that? What happened?
Daniel's mind was racing.
Who? How?
The plan was airtight. Unless his own words came back to haunt him.
No loose ends.
He turned to his team. Jasper and Mac were staring at him. Raina's voice came through the earpiece.
We have a problem.
The police scanner buzzed. Sirens. Too close. Too soon. Daniel's stomach dropped.
Impossible. No one should know.
Then Jasper did something unexpected. He smiled.
Problem, boss?
Daniel's hand tightened around the gun.
You tell me?
Milo's panicked voice cut through.
I can't shut down the backup systems. Someone's feeding them access codes.
Daniel's mind clicked the pieces together.
A rat. But who?
Then Raina's voice.
Daniel, it's not the cops. It's the feds.
His blood turned to ice. This wasn't just a heist gone wrong. This was a setup. The twist. The vault door slammed shut behind them, locking Daniel, Jasper, Mac, and the bags of bonds inside. Daniel whirled to Milo, but the earpiece was dead. Jasper took a step forward.
You always said you were the smartest guy in the room, Danny. Maybe you should have seen this coming.
Daniel exhaled.
You're working with the feds?
Jasper grinned.
Not just me.
The answer landed like a fist to the gut. Milo, Reina, Mac, all of them. Daniel laughed cold, bitter.
How long?
2 years.
Jasper said.
They've been building a case against you. Every deal, every kill, every score. We needed you to try something big. Something federal.
Daniel's mind raced. His empire, his contacts, all gone. He had been playing into their hands the whole time. Mac raised his gun.
Drop it, boss.
Daniel didn't. Instead, he smiled.
You really think I'd leave this to chance?
Jasper frowned.
What?
Daniel pressed a small device in his pocket. The vault walls shook with a deep boom. The lights flickered. Dust rained from the ceiling.
Fail safe.
Daniel whispered.
Good luck getting out.
Then he did what no one expected. He shot himself. The real ending. Jasper rushed forward, catching Daniel before he hit the ground. Blood soaked through his shirt, but his lips curled in a smirk.
You think you're smart, but you're not.
Daniel's breath was shallow.
You're all still in the vault, and guess what? I had the exit codes.
Jasper paled. He looked at Mac, at Rena, realization dawning like a funeral bell. They were trapped. The explosion had taken out the vault systems. No power, no backup. And Daniel? He let his eyes close. He might die here, but so would they. And that, he thought, was the perfect crime. As the dust settled inside the vault, 4 people remained trapped, helpless, and with no way out. Daniel Grayson, the criminal mastermind, lay bleeding but smiling, knowing he had taken his betrayers with him. The team that thought they had outplayed him now faced a fate worse than failure, a slow, suffocating end inside a sealed tomb of wealth they could never spend. Somewhere outside, the world moved on, unaware that the most brilliant heist in history had just become a cautionary tale. The lesson? Even the smartest criminals forget one thing: there's no such thing as a perfect crime. And so, I leave you with a question. Was Daniel Grayson truly the loser of this game? Or was he, in the end, the only real winner? Perhaps that's for you to decide. After all, in a world of schemes and betrayals, who really gets the last laugh? Until next time, be careful what you plan. You never know who's planning something bigger. If you like the video, please comment, like, subscribe. I'll be back with more thrilling stories. Stay tuned.